Parents, do your students have the VSCO app? Well, in this video, we're going to show you why this app might be dangerous for your students, and we're going to show you how to help your kids be safer on it. And then also we're going to show you exactly why your students like this app so very much. First, what are others saying about it? Well, parents are in an uproar over teens' sexualized images on VSCO. The self-generated or user-generated content in this app was described as inappropriate by those who viewed the images. By default, location information is shared in the metadata of the images. This information can be used to identify exactly where the image was taken. The Family Online Safety Institute says VSCO is a photo sharing app that has become quite popular with high schoolers. And users don't have the option to make their accounts private, so anyone can see their photos that they share. And VSCO also has a default setting that shares the location that any picture is taken and shared at. Once again, location. Because fewer parents are aware of this app, teenagers often use it to share their riskier photos. These can range from pictures with liquor bottles, vape pens, selfies dressed inappropriately, and more. Now, what does the marketing say? Well, they market themselves as celebrating photos, advanced presets, professional editing, express yourself, and discover techniques. Now, what is this app? Well, it's a popular photo and video editor available for mobile devices. VSCO is a unique four-letter word. What does that mean? Well, it stands for Visual Supply Company, so VSCO, Visual Supply Co. Users can choose to use the free version of the app or subscribe to the premium version as well. Now, the free version of VSCO gives users access to selection of filters, basic editing tools, and the community platform, which is the problematic part of this. It'd be neat if it was just a camera, but there's a way to connect with others, and that's where we need to focus some of our attention. Now, I want to keep you an expert, parents. We've got a free iPhone and Android app. It's called Smart Social. You can search for it wherever you get your apps. 300 free resources. They're released weekly, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can scroll through all of our stuff, including this app guide that you're watching right now. We've got courses you can unlock for about $10 a month, all of our different courses, and also popular teen app list. We've got almost 100 apps, and you can go through and see how we rate them, the pros and the cons. Now, the premium version of the VSCO app gives users access to more advanced editing tools, video editing capabilities, and a wider selection of filters. And trust me, we do want your students to take photos and to be creators. But in addition to being a photo and video editor, it's also a photo sharing platform and a community. So, unlike Instagram, users can't like or comment on other people's posts. While users can follow accounts of other people on the app, follower metrics are not shown publicly, meaning you don't know how many followers they have or what's going on. It's more about displaying stuff, less about the feedback of quantity. Users can also create journals on the app that function like blog posts. They have titles, subtitles, multiple photos, and the option to add more text. So it's getting the students kind of creating and editing. Now, if a user likes an image, they can favorite the post or repost it to their VSCO profile. The Discover tab functions very similarly to Instagram's Discover tab. It shows images that the app thinks the user will like. Now, this is where things get weird. And if you've heard us talk about TikTok, or if you've heard us talk about Snapchat or Instagram, a lot of people ask, when should I give my kids a phone? Some of the experts are saying, as soon as you're okay with your student seeing pornography. Because in the Discover tab, and that's what we're looking at right now, there's information that will filter into there that you cannot control. No, you can't say, oh, turn off this part of the app. Once they have the app, they have the whole app basically. And these Discover tabs, they put information in there that could be inappropriate for your student. Posts on the VSCO app can contain hashtags and include the filter used on the image and in the description. Now, users can private message each other on the app as long as they both follow each other. Profiles are public on the app, and it makes it easier to share the photos. You can edit onto other social media platforms. So you can send it to Instagram, Snapchat, WeChat, Pinterest, SMS, text messaging. Keep in mind, WeChat is based in China. It's not based in the United States. Here's what Bloomberg says. A student said that when they were in high school, people used VSCO as a secret Instagram because it was more of a carefree space. In this case, Common Sense Media says some images portray suggestive, sexy material and other material that might be considered too explicit for kids. Searches can also turn up images for marijuana and alcohol. Now, why should parents care? Well, at the time of this review, the VSCO app has 20 million weekly users, and it's incredibly popular with teens. Gen Z makes up 75% of the app's user base. Some tweens and teens use the VSCO app as a secret Instagram, aka a Finstagram or a spam account, since a lot of the parents don't know that the app has a community component to it. Since the VSCO app doesn't publicly display metrics like comments, likes, and follower counts, a lot of students use the app to post content they will consider a work in progress and isn't really Instagram ready to show off their stuff. So it's important for parents to monitor the app to ensure posts won't have a negative impact on their child. In the summer of 2019, the term VSCO Girl went viral and was used to negatively describe, in a derogatory manner, teenage girls who use the app, dress casually, and are environmentally conscious. This boosted the app's popularity because it became a meme. The term VSCO Girl and the app briefly became so popular that people were making fun of the girls on this, posting about them on TikTok app, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and basically making fun of them, saying, look, I've got everything it takes to dress like a VSCO girl. Unfortunately, the subculture quickly turned into a target for cyberbullying, according to many news sources. Now, what can parents do? Before giving your student access to the VSCO app, please download the app. Spend some time becoming familiar with it, and then determine if it's safe for your students to use. You got to be on the same apps your kids are on. If they're still living with you, if they're under 19, I would strongly encourage you be on the same apps they're on. If you decide if it's safe for your family, regularly monitor their posts, stay involved, and have frequent discussions about what is positive to post and what isn't. Next, consider encouraging your tweens and teens to learn programs like Adobe Photoshop or Lightroom if they have an interest in photography and editing. These programs can be highly desirable for college admissions, internship, job applicants. You really can use them with just about anything. Remind your kids to never post private messages or send private messages to strangers on the app. Not everyone is who they say they are online. Please talk to your kids. If it looks like it's another 14-year-old girl, it could be a 55-year-old man. Please let them know that not everybody on these kinds of apps are who they say they are. Now, our program, our 5 Steps to Success, is in 3rd grade, teaching kids how to drive safely on social media. Before you give them the app, teach them safety so that we can get this car safely on the road. Connecting with friends in a positive way. This is our 4th grade mental health program that's in our app. Next is 5th grade. We teach every kid how to Google themselves so they know, wow, everything is out there that I post. Number 6th to 8th grades is really middle school, mapping out your reputation with a private portfolio that we show you in our other programs. This is all part of our membership. And then in high school, putting that private portfolio into a public space so that you're showing off your resume, your skills, your volunteer work, and everything else, and branding your Instagram to match it. A lot of this information is in our app. If you search for Smart Social or go to smartsocial.com app, you can learn more about this. Guys, I'm so honored and forever grateful that you would support us and help us. And if you're in the app, you can join for $9, $10 a month to support our cause. The money goes towards my staff so that we can continue to make app guides like this. If you've enjoyed this, please rate, subscribe, review. Please go into that app, give us a rating, help us out so that we can reach more parents and more educators to keep students safe on social media so they can someday shine online. I'm Josh Ochs with smartsocial.com. Remember to keep it light, bright, and polite. I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.